happy Saturday, happy weekend. Hope everybody is doing fantastic. And so, here we are once again, back in Microsoft Flight Simulator, taking a run as we, close out another week. Hope things went well for you this weekend. If it wasn't so great, well, guess what? We're breathing, we got more opportunities, we can make things happen both this weekend and the coming week. Where I am here in Sweet St. Martin, it's carnival season starting, so vacations are rolling in and people are doing their celebrations and all that. And I'm celebrating by enjoying a passion of mine, which is flight simulation. Alright, so let's get straight to the chase. We are here in Microsoft Flight Simulator, as stated. We're in the Phoenix A320 in the wonderful Star Alliance livery for Austrian Airlines, registration Oscar Echo Lima Bravo Zulu, and we're here at Vilnius International Airport. And if you're wondering where this is, Vilnius is located in Lithuania, one of the Baltic states. I haven't done a flight out of one of these on a stream in years. I think the last time was when I did the Dash 8 in P3B from one of the other countries. But we'll be doing fine with this. So it's kind of quiet. Over here you see the weather is a bit cloudy. We're taking this bird out of Vilnius down to Vienna. And yeah, everything is pretty much booked. GSX has done its servicing. So let's get in the cockpit and get ready to roll out. Alright, so I've already put on my fuel pumps. Beacon light is on. APU started. We've disconnected all the unnecessaries, already reviewed all the paperwork. Alright, so where we're located is right here, stand 48. So we're going to want to push back and have our nose facing right, which would be facing eastward. And then what we're going to do, we're going to taxi along Mike, and then we're going to hit line 1 to intercept Foxtrot, and then we're going to follow Foxtrot. Let me show you the full airport chart. We're going to follow Foxtrot all the way down to the end of runway 01 and then do our departure, where we will be doing our, the UPAS 1 Alpha departure. Alright, so the UPAS 1 Alpha departure, let me just get here for you guys to do. Gotta scroll down a bit to get to it. There it is, the UPAS 1 Alpha. Just to show you, so we're going to be departing Victor India 101, Victor India 102, then going to 103, and then Rasi. So pretty much making a 180, and then we're out. Pretty simple departure, nothing to be all, nervous about. Alright, so since we're here, let's call up GSX. But let me just double check that I have filed the flight plan, because you don't want to take off without a flight plan in VATSIM. Currently there are no controllers online in the Baltic states, but that's fine, we'll handle it on our way out. Departure time, yes. Alright, so push back. We'll get this thing started. Transition altitude is 5,000, so should be set. Now, where is our...
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Ah, there he is. He is behind the jetway. Sir, why are you behind the jetway? Why are you walking through the jetway? Oh well, it's part of it. So they come and put in our gear pin.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Where's our push time? Ah, there he is. He's coming to connect. This wide swing around. Okay, he's hooked up. Our ground handler is gonna connect everything.
Locking gear.
Sweet. Alright, let's get back into the flight deck. Ask us to release parking brake soon. Alright, so as we said, nose right.
Release parking brakes.
Release the parking brakes. Let's go.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Alright, get the ignition on. Alright, master engine 2 on. Alright, she's spinning up. Check the outside view. And we have our ignition.
Set parking brakes.
Wait, what? Bro, what? We didn't even get anywhere. We're even still in the what? What? Bro, what? Okay. That was alright. Fine, fine.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Okay. That did not go as it should have. Interesting. Alright, we're waiting for EGT to rise up. Is available? Okay, now we're gonna tell him, yes, we had a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Alright, well then we're gonna master engine 1 on. That was strange, like, you know, the line is right there. You would think they would push us back with our tail facing this way and our nose facing here, right? You would think. Huh. Do I have a GSX profile for this?
Unlocking gear.
No, because it's a freeware airport, which is pretty well modeled, I would say, as well. The airport is pretty nicely done. Hold on. Yeah, no, I don't have any GSX profiles for this airport. It's a freeware.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Oh well. When it doesn't go according to plan, you alter the plan and you keep it moving. Nice little turning. Alright, so engines are up and running, both are available. So we're gonna check the flight controls. Rudders, you're good. Ailerons, you're good. Elevators, both good. Spoilers, good. Fantastic. Alright, set it back to the wheel. Then what we shall do, take off flap 1. Our trim is at 00, should be that, correct. Transponder on. Get that going. APU bleed can come off. APU master can come off. Turn on the taxi light. Everything else seems to be just about set. Alright, so we're gonna hit our turn and get out of here, shall we? Parking brakes off. Gonna put a little bit of power on the left engine to help us with our turn. So we're gonna leave the right engine on idle and left to help us turn a little tighter. Alright. Yeah, so we're continuing on this taxiway, which is about Mike. I don't know if they would tell us to go usually on that other taxiway down there passing the hangars, but It seems like it would be this. Similar to, what's the airport in Brussels? Not Brussels. I should be watching a map right now, but I have to watch where I'm going with this. Luxembourg. Yes, in Luxembourg, the taxiway is somewhat similar at the airport there. So then we're going to take this. So we're on Mike, and we're going to turn onto this one, which I think is number 1, taxiway 1. And then we'll join Foxtrot with that. So continuing on 1 until we join Foxtrot. Alright, for departure, auto brakes are set to max. You know, since there's no ATC in this region, I think it probably would be prudent to just set our MCP to our cruise altitude, which is 360, and call it a day. Yeah, 360. Bit of a long taxi. And interesting how the runway is undulating like real life. I know the X-Plane folks were probably used to this. In P3D, this only really came in V5. But with MSFS, you really get, you know, the airport following the contours of the terrain. It's pretty fun, actually. Okay, we got idle thrust while we're taxiing along on Foxtrot to line up on 01. To apply brakes ever so often since we are on a slight downward slope here. Yeah. Click. There we are. Oh, gotta stay centered. Take a moment to appreciate the quality of this airport being a freeware. You know, we've come a long way between the freeware for FSX to what we have in MSFS now. I mean, with P3D, well, with P3D, you didn't get much freeware, I'll tell you that. It was only like post V4 we started getting freeware from specific groups. And to access that, you actually had to be a member of the specific forum website. I remember how painful that was, and then you had to get permission to download it. It was just a hassle. But now with MSFS and FlightSim.to, there's so much opened up to you. I gotta say. And this is coming from a big P3D guy. Now all I'm waiting for is a proper 787 and for my A330 to be out. So, Aerosoft, FS Labs. Of course, when the Aerosoft 330 comes out, I'm gonna get that one because, you know, I've had it in P3D and hey, it worked well. All right, let's go with those turn off lights, runway lights on, landing lights on, strobe on. We are going to turn on terrain on this display, and then we shall have weather radar on that display. Alright, so everything is set, and I don't have any other aircraft. I think, no. I'm looking here, but is there an aircraft in? I think there's a Ryanair aircraft coming to my airport. Interesting. Now that I'm looking at the map on VATSIM, hold on. Oh yeah, he's coming in on his arrival. So I probably should announce my departure to him. Where is my... Yes. Alright, making sure the mic is working good on VATSIM. Great. Vilnius traffic, Austrian 57 Charlie, line up and take off, runway 01. Upasi 1 Alpha departure, climb flight level 360, Vilnius traffic. Just so he's aware of that. And I got time, so let's roll. So there's a Ryanair aircraft coming from Athens. Neat. And here I was thinking I was the only one coming out of a Baltic state today, seeing how VATSIM seems so quiet. Alright, runway verified. Alright. Start the clock. Give it some power. Get those engines stabilized. Alright, everything is set. Arm U. Continuous, flaps, landing lights, seatbelt signs, good. Alright, engines are good. Alright, let's go. Manflex SRS auto thrust is blue. And brake release. Oh yeah, this dip is going to help us to get some acceleration going on. Try to keep it center. Your speed is alive. I got to compensate for the wind. 100 knots. One. Rotate. Oh, you don't. You don't. We want it to be a little challenging. Alright, positive rate. We've got up. Gears up. Vilnius traffic, Austrian 57 Charlie airborne, runway 01 clear. Vilnius traffic. Alright. Set throttle to climb detent. Alright, manually carry ourselves here. Beautiful. Alright, disarm. Landing lights off. Turn off lights off. Taxi lights off. I'm just climbing our way out. Just handling it manually for a minute. Vilnius, Lithuania. Interesting to see. Alright, flaps up. Ignition can set to norm. want to follow it manually today, just a little. I guess that Ryanair flight hasn't descended as yet to low enough altitude. Alright. Standard. Well, yeah. I'll have to get back to you in a minute. Yeah, hand flying it is a bit more fun. Trying to follow the lateral and the vertical deviations. Hand flying is a bit more fun. Alright, activate AP. We're slowing down just a little. Start accelerating, and let me get down to the 1 Alpha departure. Oops, no, that's 1 Bravo. Hold on. There we go. We're passing 1 Alpha. There we are. There we are. So coming up on Victor India 103, then 2 Passy. U 1013. There we are. And switch this over to fuels. We can see that's going on. But everything else, electrical is good. Pressure. Everything else is good. Fantastic. On our way out. Ooh, lovely. It's supposed to be late afternoon now in Lithuania. So we should be arriving in Vienna in the early evening. We're going to Centurkit next hour and 18 minutes. So yeah. See how this works. The thing is, when I decided to make this flight, Warsaw radar was online, so Poland was fully covered. So it'd be like as soon as we left Lithuania, we would be airspace, we would be in over Polish airspace and getting all that ATC all the way down to Vienna. But now it seems that, well, Polish controllers went offline, and now I'm looking at Vienna. It seems Vienna's gone offline as well. which kind of, you know, it disappoints you at times, but it is the nature of VATSIM. Sometimes you get traffic, sometimes you don't. Who knows, we may well get compensated with Eurocontrol coming online. We'll see. Because there's supposed to be a few events happening today on VATSIM. Let me go again and check. I have them saved on my VATSIM portion of the site. So today is the 15th. Yeah, there's supposed to be 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's one event which is a Dublin Marrakesh shuttle. That's people flying from Dublin down to Marrakesh in North Africa. So you can be sure that, of course, London Control, Dublin, and probably a bit of Portugal's FIR is going to be online. The next one we got EUD Discovery. People flying from Italy to within Germany, to Bremen. Yeah, from Florence to Bremen. So, you know, that's why we already have Germany online, most of it. Then we have Orient Express, where we have from Istanbul to Paris, but that's supposed to be from 15:30 Zulu. It's now 14:49 Zulu. So in the next half an hour to an hour, to accommodate that route, we should start seeing Europe light back up. So even if we don't have Vienna online, Eurocontrol may well come online and give us some direction. And then the last one is, of course, from Lisbon to Brussels shuttle. So I'm already seeing France starting to come online. I'm seeing Netherlands. Well, hold on, I don't want to be inaccurate with that. Yeah, so parts of France are online, London is online, Dublin is online, Shannon is online. Parts of Lisbon, yeah, Lisbon is coming online for Portugal. Parts of Spain. Athena radar, Athens is online. Adriatic is online. Pavoda radar for northern Italy is online. Swiss radar is online. So yeah, Europe is lighting up. It's coming online. Is just to see if they're gonna come on in time to give us coverage. But you know, I just wanted to fly this route because I never flew out of that airport before, so you know, it's something fun to try. Not bad. Might fly back in here sometime. I'm glad this thing is she's running pretty smoothly. I'm happy for that. So for those who want to know what I'm running on, I'm currently running this on the AMD, the Ryzen 3900X. That's 12 core, 24 thread, 32 gigabytes DDR4 RAM, running about 3000 megahertz, and running a GTX 1080. No, not a Ti, just a regular GTX 1080 8 gigabyte. So I'm running it in DirectX 11. So with DirectX 11, it's running pretty neat, and I'm satisfied. Well, the one thing that really had me cover more using MSFS more than I did P3D is that with the same sceneries, the similar aircraft, similar weather conditions with traffic, I just get the better performance with MSFS on this. So last time when I had my PC, when I had to do a reinstall of Windows, that was in June of 2022. I reinstalled just MSFS because, you know, P3D 5.3 was out and it was about time for 5.4 to drop. So I said, you know what, I'm not going to install 5.3 just to uninstall it and then do 5.4 again. So I left it off and I just went full MSFS. And then as time went on, it seemed that, hey, like 5.4 has missed its release window. That didn't happen. Okay. And then as we started going towards the end of the year, we started getting hints that, oh wait, there's probably a V6 happening because, you know, Lockheed released media materials about the next generation simulator that they're working on that's running Unreal Engine. But then they later released a statement saying that they would not mess up backwards compatibility with P3D. Now, given the fact that they're supposed to be at the Flight Sim conference in June, upcoming in June, Flight Sim Expo, Lockheed Martin team is going to be there. It's a possibility that they're going to say two things, especially since with the V6 information that we have, so far, unofficially, from what we've seen, is that it's going to be compatible with some 5.5.x releases, as some of the vendors have released updates to their products that allow them to be used in version 6.x, even though they don't want to confirm or deny its existence, which is fine. So I'm thinking there's going to be two things. One, Lockheed Martin is going to announce version 6 of P3D, which of course is going to be evolutionary rather than revolutionary, and then probably they're going to give an official name to their next gen flight simulator, which will probably supersede P3D in the future. They might probably release those in parallel, where that... Now, this is just me speculating, there's no news, but this is how I see it probably going down, is that the next gen simulator is what they will be pushing out to their higher end customers, and then for the current customers, version 6 would be pretty much what we would have thought 5.4 would be, which would be an update to textures, the world that they continue, etc, etc. Would I get version 6? It depends. At this moment, the only add-ons that would pull me back into P3D would be the FS Labs A320s and also the Quality Wings 787. And of course the Majestic Dash. Yeah, so the Majestic Dash 8, the Quality Wings 787, and the FS Labs A320. Those are the only things that would pull me back in P3D. However, the problem is though that a lot of airports have been updated significantly. And of course, since most of the vendors have gone on to supplying only MSFS products, well, you're not gonna really get updates. I mean, MK Studios does a good job of keeping up to date. They did the same with Lisbon. Dublin just opened runway, what's it, 26 or 28 right? The MSFS version has obtained version 2 of that scenery, so that, you know, we have the accurate airport layout. However, in P3D, it has left to be seen if MK Studios is going to update that. That said, I don't think it's going to be likely because of where the platform is at the moment. And man, it is, yeah, the weather, we are flying through some clouds coming out here. Getting distracted there for a second by the weather. Well, not distracted, it is my job to look at it. But, you know, all things considered, it's pretty much a wait and see approach. See what's going to happen as far as P3D is concerned. Outside of those 3 aircraft, the Dash 8, the FS Labs 320, and the Quality 787, I pretty much have everything that I would want here in MSFS right now. I mean, I've got my favorite airports from Flight Tampa, Orbex, MK Studios, Indy Bills, etc. I've got PMTG 737s, hoping for the MAX to come soon. I've got an A320 in this wonderful Phoenix, just waiting for the IEA engines option. We got the Neo, provided by fly-by-wire, you know. We've got GSX, and VATSIM works, vPilot works to connect to the network. AIG models are compatible, and you have FSTL as well. So pretty much what I'm doing now is what I would have been doing in P3D. The same thing, taking a 320 or a 73 somewhere between some destinations in Europe with VATSIM traffic. I mean, so that's why I'm pretty much on here. When it comes to choosing a platform, I choose based on the software. It's the reason why I'm a PlayStation guy as opposed to an Xbox guy. Why? Because PlayStation had the games that I loved. Back then, Ace Combat, Armored Core, Horizon Zero Dawn, a couple of others. Of course, a lot of those things are multi-platform now. But from the past to now, most of the stuff I like is on PlayStation, and plus, you know, the controller layout is just something I'm just very comfortable with. So, yeah. That's how I choose my platforms, based on what's available for it. I wasn't one of those guys that when MSFS first came out, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to throw away everything I have and only MSFS and flight default planes. I found that was ridiculous. Did it look good? Yes, but at the time in 2020 release, MSFS had a lot of issues to overcome. There was a lot lacking still. But I held on to it. I kept, I would boot it up from time to time after every update to fly with the built-in, the Cessna and so forth, see how it's coming along. And of course, as the different suppliers, the flight sim add-on makers provided updates to their products, I would buy it. For example, like an airport would like, oh, here's the MSFS version of the airport. You only pay $6 to upgrade. So I'm thinking, hey, the price of a Subway sandwich and some cookies to upgrade a scenery for an airport that's going to get updates throughout the life of the simulator, why not? And that's how I slowly built up my library in MSFS. The only time I really started using MSFS more was closer to January of 2022 when Aerosoft released the Twin Otter. Then I was like, oh, okay, this is nice, can do some more island hops. The 320's coming along okay, but you know. But the floodgates really opened in May, for me personally, of 2022. And for others, it was late April with the release of the BA 146 from Just Flight and the Leonardo's MD80. For me, it was the release of the PNDG 737 and the 700. It's like, okay, let's see how this handles in this sim. And it's like, okay, it's got some things to sort out, but we're getting there. And then, of course, the FedEx released later in May. So then, okay, I have a 320 and a 737 700, even though I prefer the 800. All right, this is kind of working out. And then in August, the 800 released for the 737. It's like, okay, we're good. And then GSX released. Now, I think that point, August 2022, was the real tipping point for MSFS to be a real, in my opinion, to be a flight sim that replaces P3D or any other sim you would have been using on VATSIM you would have been using at the time. You have the high fidelity airliners are finally in. You've got GSX ground support going on. So Umberto and his team, shout out to them. They really got everything put together. Then you got, you know, all these other add-on makers actually improving the airport. Some of them who did their first conversions, they actually got now used to the MSFS tool set. So what did they do? They went and they redid their airports. They redid the AFCAS, they redid the textures, they redid the models. So they brought out even better, more optimized hardware. I mean, more optimized code. So the airports actually even run better. You have more detail. And it has come along really, really well. I cannot complain about it. It works beautifully. Also, freeware developers, the freeware teams, you know, first they were playing with small airports or just modifying the bigger ones. Now we are seeing an explosion of some well done freeware. Shout out to the guys that do the Gatwick scenery on the flightsim.to. It is fantastic. At this point, I don't even know if I would probably buy a payware Gatwick because it's just so well done and they're constantly updating it. Sometimes to the detriment of, I think, even the swimmers, because like I'll update it today and then tomorrow, later this evening or tomorrow, boop, there's a new update. It's like, wow, these guys are quick. They're constantly doing little tweaks. Like that freeware Gatwick is fantastic. It blows away everything that was a previous Gatwick in any other sim. Sorry to say, UK 2000, man, these freeware guys are catching up. You know, you can say the same thing about the fly-by-wire A320. That is a mod for the default A320 Neo in MSFS. The thing is pretty good. If they can separate the MCDU units, that they work independently, I think like that's my only gripe with it, is that all the both MCDU units are mirrored. If they had them operating independently, I think that's close to payway quality right now. Even now, I think those are the only things I have an issue with the fly-by-wire. Not having independent CDUs, and also the top of descent isn't automatically calculating for you. But you know, they're coming along very nicely. Same thing with the Headwind team, who are working in parallel with the guys at fly-by-wire. The A330 Neo that they have, the A330-900. It's a nice aircraft. Flew on VATSIM a few times with it for CTP, for across the pond and other personal flights. They took over the Superjet 100, and they're working on a flight deck for that, a 3D model flight deck for that, instead of using the 320 Neo flight deck. So that's also something beautiful to see. You know, I just got to say, MSFS is coming along. It's coming along pretty well. And here in 2023, we're in what now? April 15, 2023. It's been almost a year since the first set of study level airliners came out for this thing. And yeah, they're dominating, and rightfully so. I won't complain. I won't pretend anything otherwise. It's pretty decent, you know. But that's just giving you a short take of my opinion on the MSFS and simulator landscape in general. The clouds, sometimes they look great, sometimes they're like, eh. But it's fantastic. Again, just to show you how optimized with a modern engine that MSFS is, with the Phoenix and this kind of cloud layer, I am getting, look at this, I'm not even going by frame rate, I'm just like how smooth this is. If this was the FS Labs with P3D with EA, if I had the enhanced atmospheric clouds, which is of course True Sky, which is the same as in MSFS, if I had them up to this level, real weather, it would be a bit on the stutter side. And that's not a fault of FS Labs, it's just how P3D and True Sky in its current iteration handles that on my 1080 graphics card. Of course, if you got a 3080 or your 4090, you got one of those expensive, those high-end modern graphics cards, you'll be fine. Which was a thing because, you know, for a while, those cards were going for like 3 to 4 times the original price. And no, I was not going to put money on those. I have a business to run. So, but the prices come down in those now. But you know, right now gaming cards aren't my priority. I can close these charts. I was so much into talking about MSFS and P3D and everything that, yeah, I forgot to switch this over. So yeah, in Poland, we're in Polish airspace. Not quite halfway through, but we're making moves. I don't think there's any aircraft close to us for the moment. I'm trying to find myself here on the map. Oh, there we are. Okay, so there's an EasyJet that's going from Warsaw to Tallinn. The Ryanair 737 has landed. He's good. Yeah, so yeah, we're flying through this bit of weather here. I don't know if you see much going on, but we're gonna pass close to Warsaw, so we might get a lot of TCAS hits going on there. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on the whole MSFS thing. Hey, you can just leave a comment on that in the chat what you think, or if you're part of the replay gang, put your comment down below. Let's see what you think about the whole thing, the evolution of flight simulation over the last few years since the introduction of MSFS. I'll be happy to hear from you guys. In the meantime, I'm gonna go take myself a water break. So I'll leave you guys with the sights of the flight deck and also the smooth sounds. BRB.
North traffic, KLM 61 Quebec, 10 miles final, 11.
Commercial traffic, Scandinavian 751, establish and localize runway 11, arriving in sequence behind KLM.
partial traffic, direct to Gossip, traffic approaching and Baltics. I turn left behind you.
144, we're approaching Waypoint Bravo.
Alright, we're about 30 minutes out from arrival, so now would be a good time to start planning the arrival routes for our star. Okay, so according to our flight plan, Where are you, chart? Oh, okay. So we're supposed to be using the Mikov 8 Whiskey arrival for runway 16 at Vienna. So let's pull up our arrival charts and get to work, shall we? So, arrival and Mikov 8 Whiskey. Scroll to get to the 8 Whiskeys. Come on. There we go. That's all the way to the top. I missed it. My bad. Alright. So from Mikov, which should be around flight level 170 to 6,000 feet. So everything goes to Mabod. Okay. And then from Mabod was the initial transition. Mabod 6 Mike, I guess that's what's following it. For runway 29 now. Let me see. For runway 16, no. Come on, my bud. 7 Lima is what? So Mabod 7 Lima for runway 16. So from Mabod it's, wow, that's a whole lot of, yeah, okay. So Mabod 7 Lima after the Mikov 8 Whiskey. Okay. So, Lowy, arrival, ILS 16, Mikov 8 Whiskey, insert. So I guess the transition is automatically put in there. Hold on, plan. Yeah, we're just gonna shortcut it, it seems. See, that's the thing. I have it on the chart, but I don't have it in my FMS, the transition. But most likely it's going to give me a vector approach, so that's fine. Alright, also performance. We need to check to see what's going on with the weather. So, hold on. Go back to this. What's our current weather? Alright, the METAR at Wien. The 15th at 1450 Zulu. The wind is 320 at 8 knots. 280 variable 340. 999 visibility is good. Few clouds 2000. Scatter 2400. Broken up at 400. Temperature 90.4. QNH 1008. Also, let's check on VATSIM with what Vienna is saying. Wien's information: Oscar, departure runways 29, arrival runway 34. So, runway 34, yeah, runway 34. So, it's changed. The arrival runway has changed from 16 to 34 because of the weather. So, somehow I knew that was coming. So, we're just gonna rock with it. ILS 34. Miko 6 Whiskey. Insert. Yeah, for some reason the transition isn't in the FMS. But here's the thing though. If I go to the charts, yeah, out of freeze for the moment. Let's go back to the arrival. Let's go back to the also arc, because we may be doing a top of descent soon. Or not? No? In about 100 nautical miles. Okay. Because here's what. So we're on the Mikov. So Mikov to Mabod. For runway 34. Mabod 6 mic is what? 29. Mabod 5 November, that's landing north, I would suppose. Yeah. So from Mabod, it's gonna be going. It's heading 159. So even if my FMS doesn't have, if it may not have it, which it looks like it does have it, but the waypoints are too small for me to see. It probably automatically added it. I can just switch over to that. So let me just put that in my notes for the transition. Is the Mabod 5 November transition. Whiskey. Right. Alright, so I got that in my notepad. You know, if you pilot. Alright. But let's get to the performance programming since we've got that in stock. Alright, so to go back to the QNH. QNH is 1008, temperature is 9. So 1008, temperature 9, magnetic wind 320/8. So 320/8. Yeah. Let's go back to the charts. Transition set by see. We're gonna need approach the ILS for 34. Where are you? ILS for 34. What is our minimums? Minimums category C aircraft 208, radio 794 barrels. So radio 208. We'll work with that. And we're good. Alright, let's get back to... Oh no, we're staying with the charts. We're gonna just close that up. Go back to the whiskey arrival from Mikov. Mabod, and then it continues down and around. Okay, so green approach is 134.675. Green radar 134.675. So we got that in the standby. Yeah, signal signs are on still, so what's our current location? Still over Poland. Based on the top of descent, you should be aiming for probably like flight level 100, I would say, until we get in contact with wing radar, who will direct us further down. Alright, we got about 35 miles or 30 miles. Time to start resetting the MCP. On to flight level 100. Get ever closer. So right now I'm looking ever closer to Sim Tool, not just Sim Toolkit, but also to SimAware CA, looking at what the overall VATSIM picture looks like. 20 miles. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts as we're preparing for descent. There's no traffic in the way though. Let's see. Around Vienna there is... No, he's heading up to England. There's one aircraft coming from Malta. Another one landing from some airport I don't recognize. So it's not like there's a rush of aircraft coming in. Tomorrow there's supposed to be some event happening, but for today it's going to be pretty chill. So I guess we arrived before the other centers came online to facilitate the other events. That's fine. Alright, 5 nautical miles coming up on, and let us begin the descent. Alsjeblieft. Begin our descent now. When I get below flight level 300, I'm gonna switch over to the well, actually, since we're descending, I might as well just switch over now to hear what's going on. And I'll be right back.
Italy 002, further climb, Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
122.8 for Italia 002. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow for Vienna finishing again. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, so since it stops at Mikov, I should go over to the November transition. On my board. And it's 159. What was the name of the transition again? It was the, yes, Mabod 5 November transition. So I'm just gonna put myself on a heading of 159 after that because, yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to contact Green Radar soon. So let's get the volume lower on this. I'm not hearing anything broadcasting on the frequency. And just to confirm that my audio is up to date, yes it is. Alright. Don't want to start talking and then next thing you know, didn't hear anything. They don't hear anything from me. We get below flight level 24, then we contact Green Radar, unless they message us first. So we get below flight level 250. This is the guy. Green Radar, good day, Austrian 57 Charlie descending on the Mikov 8 Whiskey arrival.
Austrian 57 Charlie, Green Radar, Servus, Squawk 1000.
Squawk 1000, Austrian 57 Charlie. So, clear.
57 Charlie, information, Papa, expect ILS at 34, cleared Mabot 5 November transition, descent flight level 120.
This information, Oscar, we're clear for the Mabot 5 November transition and descend down to flight level 120, Austrian 57 Charlie. Yep, figured out as much. So, even though the transition isn't in the FMC, we can fly it manually. Now, where's the 5 November transition? Alright, so from Mabod, I'm just basically going, heading 159. 159, above 6,000, 30 knots. Yeah. Which I find strange. You should be able to put the transition in, but it's not in the database, which is weird. Anyway. Yeah, we're squawking 1000 here, right? Yeah, because I idented it. And then after that, tower is 119.4. So 119.4. Do they have ground as well? No, they don't have ground. So tower's gonna handle everything once I touch down. Ah, this background music sounds like something from an Ace Combat mission. Which is interesting, right? Actually, what's the name of this? Sun Stream Beats. Bread and Butter. Huh. Well, it sounds like something you'd play in Ace Combat or Armored Core. Anyway, auto brakes, let's set those medium. We continue our descent. So once we hit Mabod, heading 5-9. So information Oscar, hold on. Let me just see what that's about. First info. Alright, yeah, the same thing that I had before, 3-4, visibility, hot clause, 2200, yeah, the point. Papa. Okay, this is Papa, okay.
Autumn 57 Charlie, direct Whiskey 983.
Direct Whiskey 983 Austrian 57 Charlie. Whiskey what? 83. So, oof, okay. So, I'm gonna have to do that. I think that's somewhere close to the 16. Nope, you kind of went in a bit. Yeah, hold on. So I need to see all the waypoints. Ah, crap. From Mabod? No, from Mabod is where 159, right? Yeah. Because from Mabod it's gonna be roughly, no, it has to go, it's more like 1-8, so hold up, shoot, it's more like 1-7, 165, yeah. Yeah. Got from Mabod to that. Now I'm just estimating here. From Mabod to 983 is like 180. So for my current position, it should be 170. Cause 983 is approximately parallel to the airport. Okay, so we're doing some quick maths here, people. So we're going Whiskey 983, right? So Whiskey, no, hold on. I wonder if I can do that though. Oh yeah, I forgot I could program them in methodically. So hold up, Whiskey 983, right? 983. Insert. There we go. And look at that. Do you see how accurate I was? I was pretty darn close. That's a good estimation. Huh.
Austrian 57 Charlie, descend 8,000 feet, QNH 1008.
Down to 8,000 feet and QNH 1008, Austrian 57 Charlie. Dang, I'm good. I am good. Like, wow, I actually made that estimation. You see, guys, you actually do use some of that stuff you learn in high school. Estimating angles and stuff. I put it at 170 and it was just about there. Look at that. Alright, so now I can actually go to the next waypoint, which would be Whiskey 981 while I'm doing the descent. So Whiskey 981. I forgot you could do that manually, but you know, I just want to be that.
Radar Servus, die FedEx 372, 5,000 feet.
FedEx 372, Wind Radar Servus identified, climb flight level 240.
So
Okay, 240, FedEx 372.
08 108 and 08. Just to show you how close I was. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Yeah. Alright, so let's keep this thing going, shall we? Okay, so from Whiskey 981, where are we going to next? So from 981, we're going to Whiskey 979. Yeah, we're building it ourselves, man. Look at that. Let's see. Whiskey 977 will be next. Like, yeah, we're building this thing ourselves, man. And a Whiskey 975.
Austrian 57 Charlie, descent 3,000 feet.
Down to 3,000 feet, Austrian 57 Charlie. Well, they want us to do it now, so let's go. I think it's going to shortcut us, so I won't program any more of those. But yeah, kind of interesting to behold how accurate I was in the estimation. Oh, there it is. Oh, look, there's an aircraft taking off. So there's Vienna right there. Another aircraft just took off. Oh, we're on the nav page. Hold on. ARC. I think we're supposed to be at 230 knots where though? Oh no, 230 knots comes when you're at 977, but he's probably gonna take us off of that. Oh, okay.
Austrian 125 invaders, there was identified, climb flight level 240.
Climb level 240, 125.
Okay, we're below 10,000, so I think I'm gonna just take the music off. Put that on pause. Stereo flight deck, of course. Oh! A little bit of turbulence there. Alright. So bring the map in a little bit. After we pass 983, we're gonna go over to this other one here. Which will be heading 159. Of course. Look at me doing my headings and stuff. Wonderful. All right. Next waypoint. Did I program anything after 77? No, I think 77 was the last one I did. I don't think he's going to let me go the whole way around. He's probably going to vector me part way. At this point, let's turn on the ignition start. All these clouds we're going through. Shall we? Don't tell me that bug came back. The bug came back where it switches over. Thought that thing was resolved. Anyway. 981, that's where we slow down or no? No, it's 77 where it's 230. Hello, Vienna. How's it going? It's been a minute.
FedEx 372, further climb, Unicom 1228, bye-bye.
Further climb, Unicom 1228, danke.
Yeah, I think at 981 he's going to have us make a right turn to go intercept that localizer. So what I should probably do now is turn those on. Yeah. Hello there.
Austrian 57 Charlie, turn right heading 250.
Right heading 250, Austrian 57 Charlie. Yep. We've had this rodeo before. So what I'm gonna do now too, we're gonna reduce our speed down. Oh. 230 knots. And
Then 57 Charlie, turn right heading 310, cleared ILS 34.
right heading 310, cleared ILS 34, Austrian 57 Charlie. Ah. Let's reduce the speed, shall we? Arm the approach. Down 200. All right, landing lights. Get yourselves on. Check. What was that? Some rain out there? Oh, behave yourself, ignition. All right, here we go. There's a runway. Got it.
Then 57 Charlie, contact wind tower 123.8, bye-bye.
Tower on 123.8, Austrian 57 Charlie. 123.8, okay. That's new. 123.8. Wind tower, good day, Austrian 57 Charlie. Establish ILS 34.
Austin 57 Charlie, good evening. The wind 290 with 9 with 34 clearly.
Clear to land runway 34, Austrian 57 Charlie. Alright, gear down, first flap. Flap 2. Arm speed brakes. Flap 3. We're now in the finals, so... And flap 4. Yeah. Full flaps. Alright, so before landing checklist, gear down, 3 green, speed brakes armed, auto brakes set, medium, landing lights on, seatbelt signs on before landing checklist is complete.
1,000.
1,000 check. Autopilot disconnect. Manual control, captain's aircraft. Keep her stable. Keep her stable.
500.
500 checked. Got a little
100
high.
above. Minimum.
Continuing.
$100.
Yeah.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Spoilers, reversers. Oh. That was a little... Reversers. 60 knots, reversers in. Alright. Disengage that. Alright, so we're going to get our instructions again soon. Okay. Alright. We're off of that. Let's see if we can get ourselves on the ground charts. See where we're at. Airport. Oh, we came off pretty early. We came off on, which one is this? Green Tower, Austrian 57 Charlie, clear of the active via Bravo 7.
Austrian 57 Charlie, taxi gate Foxtrot 37 via Delta and Lima.
Taxi to Foxtrot 37 via Delta and Lima, Austrian 57 Charlie. Via Delta and Lima. Okay, so Delta, Lima. Okay.
Vienna Tower, good afternoon. Serena 1 Bravo Tango, stand Foxtrot 1 to radio check, please.
Foxtrot 1 Bravo Tango, good day, reach 4.
Thank you.
Okay, so Foxtrot 37. Delta and Lima, and then we have 37. Alright, so ignition can get that off. Can disengage those. And the weather radar, we can put that off. Strobes can come off. APU master on. 1, 2, 3. Start up. Take off. When we go to Lima, then we can switch to the other chart. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down. Welcome to Vienna. Okay, make sure that you're back there. Great. This one is, which one is this? Now this is Mike. First one is Mike, second one is Lima. AP is available. Great. So AP bleed can come on. So there's Mike. And here is Lima. Foxtrot 37.
Austrian 1 Bravo Tango with information Quebec request all turns to Munich, please.
Austrian 1 Bravo Tango, clear to Munich. Friday Soviet 1 Charlie, departure climb 5000, squawk 1000.
Okay.
Clear to Munich, Friday Soviet 1 Charlie, departure rate 29, range climb 5000, squawk is 1000, Austrian 1 Bravo Tango.
Austrian 1 Bravo Tango, read back correct information, Quebec is current.
Quebec is current.
Okay, so Foxtrot 37, Lima, then it's Tango Lima 37, and then, okay, yeah. So Tango Lima 37, and then 37 is there. Okay, just wanted to make sure I was under where I had to turn up. There's no one coming up this way. Well, they'll be coming from this way here. Tango Lima 37 and then Foxtrot 37. Yeah, I should. Ah, it's on a different page. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it'll be the first one that does that. Yeah, so that. No, that's Tango Lima 36. Okay. Tango Lima 36. And the gates. And then there's Tango Lima 37, if I am correct. After Echo, yeah, 197. Yeah. There we go. The way it should be. Lovely. Alright, we're clear. Right. Left. Wait, is that an aircraft taxiing? Oh no, that's just a building. My bad.
Australian 1 Bravo Tango request push start.
Australian 1 Bravo Tango, the push start is approved. Blue line.
Push and start is approved. Blue line. Australian 1 Bravo Tango.
Okay. We're here. Alright, so it can take off the taxi light. Yeah. Oh, there's the VGDS guidance. Still want me to turn that way? Huh? Find that rather odd, but okay.
Well, Austrian 642, information come back on board, full establish LS 34 with you.
Austin 642, hello, the wind, 290, 9 knots, runway 34, clear to land.
34, clear to land, 642.
Okay, let's run standby, flaps are all up, all lights are off that need to be off. Alright, so electrical system, APU generator is up. Check APU. Confirm fully running. Check. Okay, electrical system is good. Alright, everything else as it should be. Alright, let's shut down engines 1 and 2. Deboard.
The boarding requested.
Ah. Why would you pull the... Bro. Ah, call the jetway, please. Phoenix, call the jetway. I don't know what goes on with this thing sometimes. Ground services. Yeah, Phoenix said this thing does its own... What do you call it? Call the jetway. Thank you very much. Yeah, so beacon off. That's off. Tower Austrian 57 Charlie on the block, stand Foxtrot 37.
Okay, have a nice evening, bye.
Alright, bye. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wien. Or rather, I should say Vienna.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Since you call it Wien Radar and Wien Tower, well, yeah. We're here in Vienna after our flight from lovely Lithuania. A bit cloudy over European airspace, but hey, that's to be expected at this time. And oh, there's an aircraft flying up in the sky. He can fly twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book. VATSIM flying. If you're an 80s kid, you'll understand that song. Oh, and here's the other guy landing in. Well, here we are. We're docked.
Australian 1 Bravo Tango is ready for taxi.
Australian 1 Bravo Tango, taxi tolling point 295 Whiskey and Mike.
29 via Whiskey and Mike, Australian 1 Bravo Tango.
Oh, you can see him going into the jetway. Thank God there's a toggle jetway option in the thing. I can't wait for them to have a more, well, tighter integration between GSX and the Phoenix. That would be fantastic. And with this aircraft coming in, that's great. But hey, we made it down, thankfully, here in lovely Austria. Gonna go over the sim toolkit now. What did they say? Landing speed 137, 205 feet per minute, 1.08 G. That sounds good to me. Flight summary, we're gonna finish flight. Okay. And we are good to go. So just want to take the time to thank all of you guys who are here to join on this particular journey that we had. This wonderful flight, this cool weekend. Hope you guys have a good weekend or enjoy the rest of the weekend. And I hope you have a good start to your new week that's coming up. Thanks for being here, Replay Gang. Please hit the like, share if you enjoyed it. Whether you learned something or was just pretty much entertaining, because hey, that's what I strive to do around here. Wishing you all the best, and I will leave you with the looks and sounds of Vienna as we close out for this wonderful flight sim journey. Take care, guys. Have a fantastic time this weekend. Be safe out there. Peace.
Austin 642, deploy above 5 numbers for the parking.
Austin 6, Austin 1, Bravo Tango. Cleared for takeoff to 9, the wind is 280 with 9 knots.
Cleared for takeoff to 9, Austin 1, Bravo Tango.
Austin 642 via Delta Lima, gate Foxtrot 31.
Via Delta Lima, Foxtrot 31, Austin 642.
Austin 642, new gate, Foxtrot 21, your other one is blocked.
Foxtrot 21, 642.
Wind Tower Austrian 148, Airbus.
Austrian 148, hello to you.
Austrian 148 is Airbus A20 at gate 37. Charlie, request clearance to Munich as filed.
Austrian 148, you cleared to Munich, Sophie 1 Charlie, departure to climb altitude 5000, squawk 1000.
Say departure again?
Sophie 1 Charlie.
Cleared to Munich via Sowil 1 Charlie, departure cleared to 5,000 feet, squawk 1000 Austrian 148.
Austin 148, retake direct. Austin 1 Bravo Tango, wind radar 134, that's 1675, goodbye.
Wind radar 134, 675, goodbye, Austin 1 Bravo Tango.
Oh, we gotta spawn in. Let me disconnect for him. Anyway, later guys.